You gotta know how much it hurt me to hear those words and watch you leave. I'm trying to rise above and forget our love, but that won't ever be enough. I hate to say how much I pray that Jesus could give me the words to say. God knows I think of you every day. So how could you take my heart away? How could you turn my love to hate? How could you? How could you? I know that you're not gonna come home, so I don't ask and you don't say no. I'm moving somewhere away and I'll be okay, just as long as I can't see your face. I hate to say how much I pray that Jesus could give me the words to say, but God knows I think of you every day. So how could you take my heart away? How could you turn my love to hate? How could you? How could you? Oh, how could you? It's hard for me to look at you and not think about us together, but maybe I'll quit this hating and delegate dreams up forever to someone on down the road. Oh, I hope it hurts to see me go, but the truth is the truth. So how could you? I hate to say how much I pray that Jesus could give me the words to say, but God knows I think of you every day. So how could you take my heart away? How could you turn my love to hate? How could you? How could you? Oh, how could you? Oh, how could you? How could you?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
She's packing up her makeup and her dad's old guitar. He watches from the window, loading up her car. She says she's chasing sunsets, gonna find her dream. He's stuck there on the porch, just wondering what it means. He's got a million questions racing through his mind. Will she find the answer, or will she leave him behind? She takes one last look at those old dusty roads. He wonders if his heart can handle all those heavy loads. In the rear view, memories like a fading scar. Does she see the life they're leaving? drives that car? Is he just a shadow living in her past? Will the love they shared be something that can never last? She's heading down the highway, chasing brighter lights, thinking about the future, but not these lonely nights. He's gripping tighter, praying she'll come back someday, but knowing deep inside she's gonna find her own way. She glances in the backseat, sees a note that he left, opens up the paper, bracing for what's next. And it says, you know I love you now more than ever before. And if you find your way back home, my heart will still be yours. In the rear view, memories like a fading scar. Does she see the life they're leaving when she drives that car? Is he just a shadow living in her past? Will the love they shared be something that can never last? If she ever finds what she's been looking for, will she come back to the love they swore? Will she think of him when she sees those skies? Or rear view memories, all that's left of their time? In the rear view, memories like a fading scar. Does she see the life they're leaving when she drives that car? Is he just a shadow living in her past? Will the love they shared be something that can never last? Or will rear view memories be all that's left of their past? Mm-hmm.
His name is Chris Rettig. That is Rettig. Chris Rettig Music, if you want to find him on social media. That is called Rearview Memories. And before that, How Could You? I'll have one more song from Chris Rettig in just a moment because he is making his debut tonight on Triple Play Thursday. Welcome to the Triple Play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. And we have a great live show for you tonight. 3 songs from every artist all show long. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. And I've got a couple of great radio interviews for you tonight as well. My good friend Caitlin McGee is going to join us in hour number 1. And then Jason Cole is going to be with us from Boaz, Alabama in hour number 2. You're going to hear the stories behind their songs. And of course, all show long, every artist gets 3 songs in a row played. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the other stations that replay this program. Great stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, Hot and Funky Radio, 957 Hot and Funky Radio as well, KWradio.com, and on Saturdays from 10 to midnight you can hear a 2-hour version of the Tim Kelly Show on 98.1 KOZX, thehossfm.com. And that show's going to be fantastic this Saturday. And I got a lot of great music on there, too. So go check it out on terrestrial radio, 98.1 The Hoss FM. You can also stream the Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming services like iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, Google Play, wherever you stream music. Just search the Tim Kelly Show, and you too will be listening to what I call New Country's Best. The third song in the Triple Play for Chris Rettig is called What a Country Song Can Do on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
can drive to, cry to, come alive to, yeah, that's the power, there's no denying. Uplift you, inspire you, maybe heal and move you like the mighty sea. Make you wanna climb and dive and get to know it better. Those true life lyrics, it's what really beckons. Yeah, there's no limit to what it can do. A few chords and the truth makes your heart go giddy up, put your head on wheels. It makes you feel something strong, yeah. Whiskey deep, it brings you back a little with a memory. Yeah, that's what a country song does to me. Might wanna make you dance and stay up all night, or even sit in a corner with tears in your eyes. You never know what happens till you listen along. That's the beauty of a country song. Heartstrings pulled by a steel guitar might be your first kiss underneath the stars. It's gonna get you sooner or later, and the feeling's here to stay. Makes your heart go giddy up, put your head on wheels. It makes you feel something strong, yeah. Whiskey deep, it brings you back a little with a memory. Yeah, that's what a country song does to me. Like a bit of heel toe, let's go dance floor hopping. Nashville's finest, hey, there ain't no stopping. Everybody's spinning around and around. This honky tonk is making us feel one with the ground. Might be Dolly, Johnny, or even Hank, pouring out the jukebox all the songs that they sang. George or Garth, Willie or Waylon, it don't matter, just keep it playing. Makes your heart go giddy up, put your head on wheels. It makes you feel something strong, yeah. Whiskey deep, it brings you back a little with a memory. Yeah, that's what a country song does to me. It makes your heart go giddy up, put your head on wheels. It makes you feel something strong, yeah. Whiskey deep, it brings you back a little with a memory. Yeah, that's what a country song does to me.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Well, I pull on my boots in the morning. Another day down at that old factory. The whistle blows and we start working. That's when them blue collar blues start humming in me. I got the blue collar blues, brother, it's the truth. Sweat on my brow and worn out boots. But when the sun goes down and the working day is through, I like a smoky bar and jukebox playing these old blue collar blues. 40 hours turns into overtime, but the wolf keeps knocking at my door. Nothing but this old guitar and a cheap glass of wine. touch of the blues in a country man's shoes, and you'll hear the story of the blue-collar blues. I got the blue-collar blues, brother, it's the truth. Sweat on my brow and worn out boots. But when the sun goes down and the working day's through, I like a smoky bar and jukebox playing these old blue-collar blues. Yeah, I'm a working man singing the blue-collar blues.
Song number 2.
I've seen the fire fade when the nights turn cold. Too many hearts have packed up and gone. I'm not here for a spark that dies with the dawn. I want a hand to hold when the hard times come on. Don't say sweet words you don't mean to keep. Don't wake my heart just to let it sleep. I'm not here for a half love. I need the whole thing. A steady heartbeat through the storm and the rain. If you can't stand beside me when the nights get rough, then boy, you're not the one. I'm not here for a half love. I've danced in the neon, I've heard the lies, but a true man stays when the tears fill my eyes. It's more than a kiss in a truck bed light. It's fighting for each other in the middle of the fight. Don't promise forever if you won't stay near. I need someone who will still be here. I'm not here for a half love. I need the whole thing. A steady heartbeat through the storm and the rain. If you can't stand beside me when the nights get rough, then boy, you're not the one. I'm not here for a half love. I wanna vow you will never break a love worth every risk we take. I'm not here for a half love. I need the whole thing. A steady heartbeat through the storm and the rain. If you can't stand beside me when the nights get rough, then boy, you're not the one. I'm not here for a half love. No, I'm not here for a half love. I'm here for the real thing.
What a great group they are. They are making their radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. That is Shadow Creek. Shadow Creek Music is where you can find them on social media, particularly Facebook. Go give them some love over there. And I just invited today 1,000 of my friends, I'll do it for the next 3 days as well, to like and follow their Facebook page. That is a great song called Half Love, and before that, Blue Collar Blues. Well, don't get the blues around here, because Kaylin McGee is going to be my first radio interview tonight, and she's coming up after one more song from Shadow Creek. That third song in the triple play for Shadow Creek is called Neon Girl on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
She's been working all week wearing scrubs and a name tag, clocking in early just to beat that morning drag. But come Friday night, she's first on the floor, dusting off them boots while slipping in the back door. She ain't looking for trouble, but she sure knows fun. When that bass starts thumping, she turns the wild on. She's slipping that neon on like a second skin. Cowgirl boots, long legs, and a whiskey grin. With a jukebox heart and a red hot song, she's dancing like the night's gonna last all month long. A wild little fire where the good times belong. Yeah, I love to see her slip that neon on. Hair up high and a hat pulled low. She's got a line dance crew and a moonlit glow. One wink and a smile, she'll steal the scene. She's the queen of the crowd in them tight Wrangler jeans. She ain't looking for trouble, but she sure knows fun. When that bass starts thumping, she turns the wild on. She's slipping that neon on like a second skin. Cowgirl boots, long legs, and a whiskey grin. With a jukebox heart and a red hot song, she's dancing like the night's gonna last all month long. A wild little fire where the good times belong. Yeah, I love to see her slip that neon. From Amarillo to Baton Rouge, she's lit up like a neon moon. Every dance floor knows her name, and the band kicks in just to fan her flame. She's slipping that neon on, and the sparks just fly, turning every cowboy's head as she walks by. With a jukebox heart and a red hot song, she's dancing like the night's gonna last all month long. Honky tonk angel till the break of dawn. Yeah, I love to see her slip that neon on.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday. That means every artist on the program gets 3 songs in a row played tonight. These next 3 you're going to get to hear the stories behind, though. Her name is Kaylin McGee, live with us tonight. How are you, my friend?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the program tonight. And you are calling from north of the border, as I call it, up there in Canada. Where about in Canada?
So I'm in Uxbridge, Ontario, so
Okay.
we're near Toronto.
Near Toronto. Oh, that's awesome. Have you ever heard of a group called One Ugly Cowboy? I was the first radio personality to put them on the radio years ago.
I have not, but that is lovely to hear. I'll look that up as
Yeah.
soon as I'm off the interview with you here.
Yeah, Jane and Richard from One Ugly Cowboy. They're a country rock band, and Jane was an actress before she got into country music, and so they've got some really neat stories, and they've been guest on here about 6 times. This is our first radio interview, but I'll already invite you back. I know this is going to be great.
Oh, that's so lovely.
You're welcome. So we were just trying to figure out how you found me or I found you, but I'm sure glad you did. Your music is fantastic.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. For a young person like yourself, what made you want to do something in the world of country music?
So, I feel like my debut album surfaced in January of 2025 this year. And it's kind of a multi-format album because there's also folk songs and there's other genres on the album as well. But these country songs, they kind of decided that they just wanted to be country on their own. It was the song decided for itself that it wanted to be country music. So
Yeah.
I feel like when I have a lot to say or there's some sort of more maybe anger-rooted message that it ends up being a country song. So that's that.
They call country music 3 chords and the truth. You just told the truth about how a song is born.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it went.
That's pretty awesome. You know, I see all the time and hear it on the radio too of all of these other genres, though, are kind of mixed into country music. Yeah, a little bit of rock and roll influence. There's some bluegrass in there and some Americana now. I've said that about that genre. If it sounds country, I'll play it. I like Americana too.
Yeah, I think it's important to have diversity, but I mean, the deep-rooted country music, it has to come first, I think, on
Yeah.
a station like this.
What'd you grow up listening to?
Well, a lot of older country music, a lot of the Highwaymen, like Johnny Cash has such a deep spot in my heart, Willie Nelson. Since I released my debut album, I've since released another album of all cover songs, and there's Willie Nelson covers on that album as well. So a lot of that kind of music, it just really touches my heart. It brings me back to a different place in my life when things were more simple.
Yeah. You know, I was talking about that 90s country all the time that got me into country radio. 35 years old. Can you believe it?
Wow, yes.
And even before that with Johnny Cash and the ones that you're talking about, Willie Nelson, he's been doing it for a long, long time. Thankfully, we still have Willie with us, but I tell you what, I think he just turned 92, I believe.
Yes, I believe he is the oldest touring musician right now.
Yep. And, you know, speaking of that, I watched a segment that he did with Al Roker from here in the United States on the Today Show, and he was sitting with him on his tour bus, and Al asked him what he wanted his legacy to be, and he said, I just wanted people to know that they got their money's worth when they came to see me in a show.
Ah, that's beautiful. I mean,
Just something
his words
simple.
speak for themselves. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
He's one of a kind.
Yeah, he sure is. Well, you are too.
Oh, you're lovely.
No other. I haven't talked to no other Kaylin McGee's, and I've done hundreds of these radio interviews. So you're the first one of a kind.
Yeah, I haven't come across many myself.
Yeah. Talk about the country music scene up there in Canada, and I know around Ontario. I was telling you about One Ugly Cowboy, and there's a bunch of others I've interviewed from Canada. And by the way, you were on the Tailgate Country Radio Top 10 Countdown. I did 2 of them for Robert Moody before he passed away, but he was sure helping you get traction as well up there.
He sure was. Yeah, that was a beautiful. I don't even remember how I came in touch with him, but I found him somehow, and he was just one of the first to jump on it, and he was so supportive, and he put it right in the top 10 right away. That was fantastic.
Well, he and I both gelled like that. You know, we just both believed, we had that same belief that great country music needs to be heard, and he picked the best too. And our tagline here at my station is New Country's Best. If I can say that behind a song, it's going to get on the radio.
Yeah, I love that. There's so much truth in that too, right?
Yeah, and you definitely have that in your songs. I can say that behind every one of yours. You picked 3 great ones for tonight's Triple Play Thursday too. Your first song, called Just Like That, was in the Tailgate Country Radio Top 10 Countdown for a couple of weeks, and so you were really gaining some traction with that, and that's why you picked these 3 songs, because they're still doing quite well for you.
They are, yes. They're my highest streaming ones.
Awesome. So tell us the story behind Just Like That.
Just Like That is, I wrote that song. It was actually for my brother. Someone that he was engaged to left him suddenly, and it was a very sad time. It was very unexpected, and I was just so angry. And at first, he's now given me permission to say it's about him, but at first, I kind of wanted to put it as myself in the story, so it wasn't so blatantly obvious that it was about him. So I kind of tried to do it from the first person, but yes, it's a story about kind of recapturing your individuality after a relationship, after a hard relationship leaves your life unexpectedly, the importance of kind of realizing your own self-worth and pushing yourself forward in that way.
Wow. If you were angry, he must have been livid.
I was very, very angry at that time, yes.
Oh my goodness. And you know, there's so many relationship songs out there, and those are the most tough ones probably to write, you know, to really pull from, you know, experiences that you've had. But this one's about your brother, and I bet that was a kind of a tough one to write too, probably, huh? And really pull at the heartstrings.
Well, I mean, not for me. For me, I find it to be very intensely therapeutic to write music like that. I feel like it's a very deep-rooted truth that needs to come out of me, and that whole album is just based on situations that happened to me that I was just like, well, I have another song. I need to write something else now. So for me, it's quite easy. I understand for a lot of people, though, it might be difficult to express vulnerability, but for me, I'm quite an open book.
Well, now you brought this up, because I've had artists tell me that they've actually taken classes for music therapy. And music is like that, isn't it? It helps you heal in good times, bad times, whatever times you're going through. A song comes on the radio and you resonate with it, and you do these covers that you were talking about still because of that, you know, power of music, huh?
Exactly, absolutely. Things sit with you in a different way, and music has always also been sort of like a form of time travel to me, where you can be transported back to a certain place or time just by listening to a certain guitar lick or any sort of lyrical phrasing as well.
Ooh, you mentioned time travel. Let's do it. Let's take a trip back in time. When did Kaylin start singing?
Oh my gosh, back when I was in kindergarten.
Wow.
My grandmother was always a singer, and she was always in choirs. And as I grew up, I joined some quite prestigious choirs that did a couple tours around Spain. And I just realized that singing was a big part of my life. It was a release that I felt. Nothing felt better. Nothing felt. It was kind of like a drug in a way, where I just could never, I never stopped chasing that high that I felt when I was singing. And it was just this release that was so beautiful for me to experience. And then when I was able to incorporate my feelings and songwriting into it, then it just opened up a whole other avenue for me.
Yeah. And you probably still to this day get that adrenaline rush when you go live on stage and you see the reaction to people's, you know, and especially if they are loving your original songs, you know, it might bring a happy smile to their face. It might bring a tear to their eye, depending on the song, huh?
Exactly, and there's no better feeling than someone else resonating with your music.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so up there in Canada, there's probably a lot of great music and great venues. What's one of your favorites that you might want to give a shout out to, that if they call you up, you say, I'm there, I'll do that one anytime?
Well, I kind of like the little tavern type. There's a lot of festivals that happen in Canada, and I would be so happy to do more things like that. But I like the Monarch Tavern in Toronto. I like the Painted Lady in Toronto as well. There's so many great places, and the music community everywhere I've been throughout my entire life has just been so solid. So everywhere you go in Canada, you're going to find someone who's musically inclined in some way, whether it's country or not. But it's a really great community.
That is interesting. Now I got to ask you this: why did they name it the Painted Lady? Do you know?
Well, if you go inside there's all pictures of naked painted ladies all over the place.
Okay. Hey, how about that? Kind of like our bedroom. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that is awesome.
Just need some photos of that.
Never know what you're going to hear when you ask a question on this program. All right, that is good stuff. We just lost our liquor license down here, by the way.
Oh no!
That is
Oh
awesome.
my goodness.
Thank you for being real and telling those great stories. We love it. And just like that, we're going to put this song on the radio, and then we're going to come back and talk about another interesting song title, Blood is Cheaper Than Wine. I have bought wine before for $2 a gallon. I didn't think it could get any cheaper. We're going to have this song next. Kaylin McGee is with us tonight on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. Just like that, we'll be right back.
The seed of memory there, but at what cost? You cannot just erase things that you have lost. Red flags, I saw them. White flags, I waved them on. And was it worth the fight? Kept me up all night still. I'm wrong. You're working harder than I ever have. All my lifetime you did that. Saw you coming, seeking the grass. The best love that you've ever had is gone. Just like that. It's gone. Just like that. You've taken everything, still you're wanting more. The world is yours right now. You should go explore. Red flags, I saw them. White flags, I waved them on and on. Was it worth the fight? Kept me up all night still. I'm wrong. You're honest, strong, working harder than I ever have. All my lifetime you did that. Saw you coming, seeking the grass. The best love that you've ever had is gone. Just like that. It's gone. Just like that. It's gone. It's gone. Just like that. It's gone. It's gone. Just like that.
Her name is Kaylin McGee. The song is called Just Like That, and just like that, we are back with her to chat some more. Thanks for that great song and the story behind it. That's awesome.
Aw, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now, you did mention you have one brother. Do you have any other siblings? And if so, are any of them musically inclined like you is what I want to ask you.
I have a sister, and no, my brother plays a bit of drums, but neither of them have really pushed forward with anything. My sister definitely not. You don't want to hear her sing, that's for sure.
Okay. Well, she just heard that on the radio.
That's okay.
Hey, you don't want to hear me sing either. I do it in the shower and sometimes in the truck going down the road, but that's about it.
I assure you, I do want to hear that.
Yep. Hey, that's another thing I wanted to ask you, because you said that was where your adrenaline comes from, is doing these songs and those live performances on the stage. Did you ever go through that point where you had stage fright or anything like that and had to overcome it?
Yes, I think that every artist does at some point, but I'm a firm believer in the only way through it is to do it, and just to get your experience up a little bit. I think everyone gets nervous a little bit, but the feeling that you feel when someone resonates with something takes all of that away.
Yep. You mentioned some of the artists that inspired you to do something in country music, Willie Nelson and some others, Johnny Cash and all those older ones that you used to listen to. But I want to ask you this. Now, what is Kaylin McGee's dream gig? An artist that you would like to maybe open for that you haven't had the chance, or an artist that you'd like to do a duet with? And we could go living or who have passed.
So I can say as big of an artist as I want to say in this question here?
Yes. Go for
So
it.
my dream would be Joni Mitchell. I mean, she's my hero.
Mhm.
So opening for her, or even just seeing her walk across the street would be
Right?
something incredible to me. Yes, she is my absolute hero in music.
That is awesome. What is Joni Mitchell doing in Ontario today? I got to go say hi, get her autograph.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't even know where she is right now. To
Yeah.
be honest, I don't know where she's living.
Speaking of autographs, I bet you've had the opportunity to give a few of those out, huh?
I have, yes.
That is awesome. You got some cool looking merch and everything on your website. You got some music on there. You got all kind of stuff going on.
I do, yes.
Yeah. So we'll talk about where folks can get their hands on all of that in a little bit and where they can come and see you in a live show. But I want to hear the title of this next song is called Blood is Cheaper Than Wine. I want to hear the story behind this one.
So this song I wrote when I was also in an angry place. It was a friend of mine who we had such a great relationship, and then things kind of started unraveling. And yeah, I think the rest is history there. I was just in a really, really angry place, and I had to kind of get out those emotions. And I mean, a lot of people in their reviews have referred to this as a diss track. So yeah, I'm not really sure where else to go from there. It was just an angry song.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, you know, you put your heart and your soul out there in the world, and you do it through music, and I love that. You know, you can tell that story in this short little song is 2.5 minutes long, and I'll tell you what, I don't know how you guys do that.
Well, I think it just comes with experience too, and maybe it's the anger that pushed me through. It was a lot of steam.
Well, you didn't get too angry. That could have been a 4.5 minute song.
That's true. Maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. 15 minutes. Yeah, there you go. you got the B. You got the B side. Just flip that thing over.
Yeah, exactly.
This third song we're going to play for you to complete your triple play. Would It Even Make a Sound is the title of this one. Tell us it.
So Would It Even Make a Sound was, like I said, all the songs that sort of decided on my album they were going to be country music. It was another song where I was quite upset. It was a working relationship instead. Someone who didn't like when I smiled, and someone didn't like who I was as a person. She constantly tried to crush the light out of me, and I couldn't think of the reason that she was holding her job and why she had kept her job with the way that she was treating other people. And so I just decided to write a song about it. I just figured that she was wrapped around some dirt in her life that allowed her to keep her job and allowed her to continue being quite a nasty, horrible person without any consequences.
Wow.
So that's where that song was born.
That's powerful. You're the real deal, young lady. I'll tell you what. Isn't it amazing how those kind of people always end up in upper management or customer service?
It's mind-boggling, for real.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I've been around those kind of people too in my 60-plus years of life. You're still young. We're not going to tell any woman's age on this program, but you got a great future in the world of music and country music. I will say that.
Aw, you're so kind.
Yeah,
Thank you
you're
so
welcome.
much.
So are you. Thanks for doing this. It's been a blast.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yep, you're welcome. What does Kayla McGee like to do away from music when you're not doing that?
I write a lot. I like to paint a lot. I like to read. I really love to cook.
I'll be right over.
I do have a food page online too.
Oh, no kidding! Wow.
Yes, yeah, I do. I really enjoy cooking.
What's
too,
your favorite dish to make?
I really enjoy food fusion dishes, so I like tandoori chicken tacos and things like that. Yeah, I don't know if I'd have a favorite per se. I just like getting really creative. I make hand-rolled, handmade pasta and raviolis and stuff quite often. I do lots of stuff like that. So that's also a therapy thing for me as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's always food talk in our chat room. We're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. I'm live on Facebook, and we love some food talk around here.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
You are helping us out tremendously with that. That is good stuff. And your music is good stuff as well. Where can folks find you on social media? I've been looking at your website, but I'll let you tell all that.
Okay, so I do mostly over social media, and you can find it just my first and last name, Kailyn McGee, KAILAN, MCGEE.
All right. Thank you for doing this radio program. And like I said, it's our first, but it won't be our last. If you want to come back and promote something new to us and we'll talk about a new single or a new album or whatever you got going on, be sure to hit me up again. This has been fun.
I would be honored. Thank you so much for this. This is lovely, and you're a lovely human. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. You are too, and I appreciate the time tonight. And go see Kaylin McGee in a live show if you're up there anywhere close to Ontario, Canada, all right? Blood is cheaper than wine, and would it even make a sound? Coming up on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
When I knew you, I didn't see through the role you played so well. Ha, you needed me more than I needed you, but now you have a story to tell. You should have been an actress, 'cause you had all the right. But you will see when you look at me. Blood is cheaper than wine. A healthy mind doesn't need to try as hard as you do for fun. Illusions of grandeur, history arranger, put up your concrete walls. You should have been an actress, 'cause you had all the light. What do you see when you look at me? Blood is cheaper than wine. Ooh, oh yeah. Have come back to haunt me. There is no surprise. You should have been an actress. You had all the light. What do you see when you look at me? Blood is cheaper than wine.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Have you ever felt a blow so strong it knocked you down? Oh yeah. Blow so strong it knocks you down, can bleed you dry and cut you out. Oh yeah.
Another great Canadian artist being interviewed tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. My good friend Kaylin McGee. Go check her music out everywhere on social media, and she is fantastic. Give her a like and a follow. Tell her you heard her right here on the Tim Kelly Show. And her interview, our interview, will be in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives after the show is over tonight. You can check out that tab on my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. You can go back and listen to all the previous interviews that I've done. There's a bunch of them, I got to tell you that. Where it says down there at the bottom, load more, load more, load more, it'll just keep going and going and going. But and for the artists, they can also download those interviews and share those on their social media as well. Kaylin McGee, go check her out. She is fantastic. Thank you for joining the program in hour number 2. We're getting ready to kick it off with more great triple plays and another great radio interview tonight. Jason Cole from Boaz, Alabama is going to be here at the bottom half of this hour. So be able to be sure to stay tuned for that. You're going to hear that great interview, and he is fantastic. He just came off of the ISSA Awards and had a great time there as well. We're having a great time playing New Country's Best. Let's get it started with the gentleman making his debut tonight on the program. He is live with us on TikTok right over here at Tim Kelly on Air. You can come in and say hello to Don Johnson. This is called Without You on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
When you wake up, I will have 1,000,000 kisses just for you, and 1,000 words to tell you how you've made my dreams come true. As we hold each other closer than we did the night before, you whisper to me softly that you love me even more, that there's no place you'd rather be than forever here with me. I want you more and more and more each day, and with everything you do and say, I'm diving deeper into your amazing love. There will never a moment in eternity that I'd want to live without you in my life. Oh, baby, no, I don't ever want to live without you. Oh, baby, no, I don't ever want to live without you. Drinking coffee in the morning, sitting side by side in bed, I'm smiling at the here and now, 'cause of prayers that we both said. Did you ever dream a love like this could ever come to be, where our hearts become the home God always planned for you and me? Each new day our love grows strong. We're not alone here any longer. I want you more and more and more each day, and with everything you do and say, I'm diving deeper into your amazing love. There will never, ever, ever be a moment in eternity that I'd want to live without you in my life. Oh, baby, no, I don't ever want to live without you. Oh, baby, no, I don't ever want to live without you. Let the years roll on, let the seasons change, through every mile our love remains. Hand in hand we'll walk this road, with Jesus lighting up our souls. I want you more and more and more each day, and with everything you do and say, I'm diving deeper into your amazing love.
There will never, ever, ever be a moment in eternity that I'd want to live without you in my life. Oh, baby, no, I don't ever want to live without you. Oh, baby, no, I don't ever want to live without you. Oh, darling, no, I don't ever want to live without you.
Song number 2.
Yeah. God knew what he was doing when he made me and he made her. Yeah. I was just a cowboy running on my own, boots on a dirt road, heart made of stone. Then he reached down, said, son, here's my plan. I'll teach you to love, I'll make you a man. And somewhere under the big blue sky, he was working on a girl with the fire in her eyes, grace in her step and a heart so true. He said, boy, she's the one I made for you. God made me a man, God made her a woman. He wrote our names in the same sweet song. Hand in hand, we're standing on his promise. Two lives made one where our hearts belong. Through every trial, every rise and fall, we're made for each other, and we're made for him, y'all. Now we're dancing in the light of his grace. Every step we take's in the right place. Got a love that's strong, built on his plan. She's my rib, y'all, and I'm her man. We got a house full of laughter and prayers at night. Dreams on fire like the stars so bright. A love story only heaven could write. Two hearts beating for the Lord's delight. God made me a man, God made her a woman. He wrote our names in the same sweet song. Hand in hand, we're standing on his promise. Two lives made one where our hearts belong. Through every trial, every rise and fall, we're made for each other, and we're made for him, y'all. Yeah, then we took my pride, broke it down to the dust, showed me real love, taught me how to trust. Then he gave me this girl, a gift from above. Now we ride for the kingdom in the one flesh love. From the altar to forever, we lift his name. Two hearts, one mission, never the same, yeah. God made me a man, God made her a woman. He wrote our names in the same sweet song. Hand in hand, we're standing on his promise. Two lives made one where our hearts belong. Through every trial, every rise and fall, we're made for each
Don Johnson. That is called God Made Me a Man. We're glad he did, because that man is right here hanging out with us on TikTok tonight at Tim Kelly on Air. And he is exclusively, social media-wise, on TikTok. It is at Built Not Broken. Go check out Don Johnson. His music is fantastic. I'm glad Wes Ryan, our good buddy, sent him my way. We've got 3 of his great songs tonight on the radio, and I absolutely love every one of them. Without You, another great tune before that, and I love it as well. You're going to love the third one, because 100% of the proceeds from this song go to help the victims of the terrible tragedy down there in Camp Mystic that happened in Kerrville, Texas. Him, Wes Ryan, lots of others, Mike Corellis, they've all made songs to that, and they are donating the proceeds to those flood victims. It is called River Angels. Don Johnson on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
4th morning and rain pouring from the sky, all tucked in their beds and asleep for the night. Then the lightning and thunder announced what would be a heartbreak in Texas for many families. There were grandmas and grandpas and uncles and aunts, brothers and sisters and mamas and dads. All were hopeful for a weekend that they'll never have, since the river overtook them and the good times turned so sad. So let the river keep on moving, let the wild winds weep. We'll cherish every moment, every memory we'll keep. Though they're gone from our arms, they're still shining on high. On that river of angels, they'll forever fly. There are crosses by the water, flowers floating downstream, echoes of their voices in every whispered dream. And though we're left here broken, trying to make it through, heaven's gates swung wide open, they're waiting there for you. So let the river keep on moving, let the wild winds weep. We'll cherish every moment, every memory we'll keep. Though they're gone from our arms, they're still shining on high. On that river of angels, they'll forever fly. Hold on to the sunrise, hold on through the night. They're dancing in the meadows where the stars shine bright. One day we'll meet them on that far off shore, in the arms of our Savior, together evermore. So let the river keep on moving, let the wild winds weep. We'll cherish every moment, every memory we'll keep. Though they're gone from our arms, they're still shining on high. On that river of angels, they'll forever fly. Yeah, on that river of angels, they forever ride.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
The mud was thick, the air was thin. They march to where the end begins. A letter home tucked in their coats. Dreams of peace sunk like boats. Love for all the soldiers who had died in vain, fighting storms of fire and rain. For every tear and every scar, they carried hope but fell so far. Boots left prints that time erased. Faces gone, yet hearts still blaze. A mother's cry, a lover's sigh, echo loud beneath the sky. They gave it all, we held the gain. Their voices whisper through the pain. Love for all the soldiers who had died in vain, fighting storms of fire and rain. For every tear and every scar, they carried hope but fell so far. A promise was made, it faded like dust. The medals don't shine, they're buried in rust. A mother waits by a window of gray, but the echoes of war never drift away. Love for all the soldiers who had died in vain, carried our burdens but bore the chain. They marched in shadows through fire and rain. Love for all the soldiers who had died in vain. A name on a stone, a name in the wind, a debt so deep it can't rescind. We lived because they dared to try. They stood so tall and asked not why. They gave it all, they stood their ground. But who remembers when the flags come down? This song goes out to the men and women in the USA who had died in vain and never coming home. They gave it all, they stood their ground. But who remembers when the flags come down?
Song number 2.
Glass slippers on, a crown too tight. I'm spinning circles in the midnight light. Pumpkin dreams in a broken spell. A fairy tale I know too well. Daddy's little Cinderella lost her shoe but found her fella. Twirl me riches to riches, a story untold, but the glass shoe's worth more than gold. One step forward, two steps gone, tick tock, it's almost done. Daddy's little Cinderella lost her shoe but found her fella. Twirl me once, don't break the spell. Oh, Daddy's little Cinderella. Mirror, mirror, who am I? A girl in rags or one who flies? Stuck between a wish and time. Can I rewrite this nursery rhyme? Daddy's little Cinderella lost her shoe but found her fella. Twirl me once, don't break the spell. Oh, Daddy's little Cinderella. Glass can break but steel will bend. This ain't the story that you thought would end. She's got her wings, she's gonna fly. A castle's nothing without the sky. Oh, Daddy's little Cinderella. Oh, Daddy's little Cinderella. Oh, Daddy's little Cinderella. Don't break the spell.
His name is Jesse Cole James. That is called Daddy's Little Cinderella. And before that, Love for All the Soldiers Who Have Ever Died in Vain. He is a fantastic artist. Man, he sent me a lot of great music. Some of it we can't even put out to radio yet. It is that new, but he is fantastic. JC James Music is where you can find him all over social media. Awesome, awesome music on the program tonight. 3 great songs in a row from every artist all show long. That is how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. Our next radio interview is going to happen after one more song. I'll be talking to Jason Cole from Boaz, Alabama, and we went a little past 30 minutes, so we're going to play the interview next, and you guys are going to enjoy that and his music as well. The third song in the Triple Play for Jesse Cole James is called The More I Drink Tequila, The Better You Start to Look. How about that? I love this title, and you're going to love the song on KICR, Indie Country Radio, The Tim Kelly Show, playing New Country's best.
The bar lights flicker like a firefly dance. My heart's doing laps, but it don't stand a chance. Your face gets clearer with every glass I drink. Or maybe it's the tequila messing with my brain. The more I drink tequila, the better you start to look. You were blurry at first, but now I'm hooked. Is it love or just lime and salt in the mix? The more I drink tequila, the less I need to fix. That laugh of yours, it sounds like a song. Or maybe the jukebox has been playing too long. Your eyes like pools deep and wide. Or is that just a bottle playing tricks on my mind? One more shot. The world's on fire. My standards drop, but my heart's inspired. The more I drink tequila, the better you start to look. You were a shadow, now you're an open book. Is it the agave, or is this fate? The more I drink tequila, the less I hesitate. Your laugh cuts through the smoky air. Suddenly I'm lost in the gold of your hair. I swear I heard you call my name, or maybe
carousel spinning slow. Your smile's the only thing I know. This might be reckless, might be insane, but pour me another, I'll take the blame. The more I drink tequila, the better you start to look like a movie star with a fishing hook, pulling me in with every crooked nook. The more I drink tequila, the better you start to look. 3 shots deep, I'm starting to dream. 4 shots now, you're the only thing.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday, and that means that every artist on the show tonight gets 3 songs in a row played. But the next 3 we're going to play, you're going to get to hear the stories behind these songs from my friend Jason Cole. How are you tonight?
Hey, Tim. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Thanks for doing the program. I sure appreciate the time, and I've been looking forward to this one.
As have I, because we connected quite a while back now, a little while back, and so I'm ready to roll on this.
Well, I appreciate the patience. Thanks for waiting. I'm getting real booked up with interviews, but that's a good thing because lots of artists want to be on this program, and that means a lot. Something must be going right over on this end. But I'll tell you what, it's all about the music, and you make some great music. The 3 songs we're going to talk about tonight are fantastic. You're from Alabama. My wife lived in Boaz, Alabama for a time back in 1979, I believe, but that's currently where you're from.
That's right. We live, my wife and I live here in Boaz, Alabama. I was born and raised largely in the state of Alabama, born in Birmingham.
Wow. That's pretty wild. You know, I've interviewed several artists from Alabama, and a lot of them are from this place in Alabama called Muscle Shoals, and there's even a Muscle Shoals sound in music that they talk about. It was artists like Aretha Franklin, Wilson Pickett, the Rolling Stones, Etta James, Paul Simon, and then Cher even followed along later on with music from Muscle Shoals. So it wasn't country music, which kind of blew me away. I thought we were talking about country, but it wasn't. So what led you?
Absolutely.
What led you to? What led you to country music?
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Tim?
I was saying, what led you to country music, though?
Well, you know, I always listened to pretty much everything, you know, and so as far as the way kind of my songwriting and my, I don't know, melodies and the songs I write, they veer towards country. I really don't know how I landed on that because once again, I listened to everything always. I was a big music freak, but you know, I guess it's got the larger part of me, of my heart, I guess, you know, and so that's kind of where I landed. I didn't mean to break in on you, but I was going to say quickly, now I've been to the Muscle Shoals Sound Studios tour and the Fame Studios tour. I highly recommend that. It goes through a lot of those artists and plus some over, you know, more over and above what you named, but yeah, it's great.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you for is some more of that input because you probably know of that a lot more than I do. I mean, I'm reading it off of some of the research that I did, but I just think that's pretty interesting because I'm the same way. You know, I grew up listening to 80s music particularly and DJing that when I went to broadcasting school, and I love that genre of music and that decade, but, you know, that 90s country is what converted me over to country radio.
Right. Yeah, oh, man, what a decade that was with Garth and Travis Tritt, Vince Gill, and Alan Jackson, on and on and on.
Yeah, some of those Oklahoma guys. I was living in southeast Oklahoma in Ada, where Blake Shelton's from at the time, and Toby Keith and Vince Gill, like you mentioned, and then later on Blake Shelton himself. Can you believe he's had, I believe, 31 number ones himself?
Yeah, I can believe it. He's massive. I mean, the dude's a crazy talented guy. I mean, it's really not it's not all that surprising when you realize the type talent is there. But that is a extraordinary career for anybody, even the big guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. You started out writing lyrics as an early teen, and then in your 20s, you picked up the guitar for the first time. Did you take lessons, or were you self-taught, or what?
No, I never took lessons. I'm self-taught now. I was, I had a family member. It was actually my brother-in-law's brother. He showed me 3 chords, I think, and a couple of little simple rhythms. And so I just went from there. But yeah, he was the guy that kind of got me going on a few chords and a few rhythms. So
that is awesome. Now, you've been doing quite well in songwriting. You've got some publishing deals and that kind of thing. So let me ask you this about songwriting. Are you more lyric-based? Do you have to kind of hear the melody, or is it maybe a combination of both for you?
I start with lyrics generally, but and then melodies come later. But I have written them with a melody kind of in mind as I'm writing, but it's mostly I start with lyrics.
Okay. Now, we were talking about your full-time job and what you do for a living. You're over-the-road truck driving, so you probably...
No, not over the road.
Not over the road,
local.
just... So you're local, you're home every night, but you probably listen to a lot of stuff during the day when you're in your truck and get a lot of song ideas by something that you probably listen to or maybe signs on the side of the road or something like that, huh?
Oh, absolutely. You can grab song titles and ideas from everywhere, whether it's, just your environment, or I may be listening to a podcast or an audio book, or a lot of times I will get ideas off of other media like movies, books, but it's not copying from it. It's just an idea that springs from it, and then there you are. You're off to the races on some idea. And
I know there used to be a radio show years ago, and the guy has since passed away, I believe, but you probably know who he was, the great Bill Mack. And he used to do a special show just for truck drivers. And boy, they love like that outlaw country and stuff like that. That Texas Red Dirt's really popular right now, all of that.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't know Bill Mack personally. I never heard his show or anything, but no doubt. I mean, it's that's great for anybody out on the road. But nowadays we've got all the streamers and Spotify and everything. You just got just tens and hundreds of millions of potential songs. It's pretty unreal that you just got that at your fingertips these days. But still radio though is great now. And so let's don't overlook your medium for sure, but radio's still really an integral part of everything.
Boy, I totally agree with that, and thank you for that. And I was going to mention that too. You're getting radio airplay over in England, in Essex, England, and 97.8 is the station over there, Gateway, and in South Essex. And then we're putting you out on 11 radio stations, including mine from Branson, Missouri tonight. So I'm picked up on 10 other stations around the country and around the world. So with one push of the button with this technology, like you mentioned, and internet radio, we can do that, and it's a pretty cool deal.
It really is, and I really appreciate you and all of the good folks in radio around the world, around the U.S. and around the world, and for everything y'all do for indie artists, because we're scratching and clawing, and y'all are scratching and clawing from your side, and we're meeting somewhere in the middle, I guess. But I really appreciate what you do.
Well, you're welcome. It is a lot of fun because I believe that this music needs to be heard, and you're one of those artists, man. You make some great music, and the first song I heard, I was like, wow, okay, let's do some more. And I asked for 3 on a lot of deals because I have this show called Triple Play Thursday that you're landing on tonight. And I don't know of anybody else in radio that plays 3 songs in a row from an artist, and it's particularly females. They always have a hard time getting as much radio airplay or as much much acknowledgement as the male artist, and that doesn't happen on this program. I like to showcase 3 from a female, a group, a band, whatever, duet, duo, whatever. So.
Right, and I agree with you. I don't know of anybody doing quite what you're doing, particularly with the reach you have and everything, as far as dropping 3 songs in a row and going into the stories behind the songs and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
It showcases the real talent because, this, lyrically and writing songs, you may be in a ballad mood, to write a slow song that really touches somebody's heart or tell a story of love and loss or whatever it is. And then you want to make a good boot scooting song where you can get out on the dance floor and 2-step to. And so we showcase a variety of all of that in Triple Play Thursday, and I love that.
That's right. Yeah, you're exactly right. And I have written many different styles and types of songs, and I think most songwriters do. So it's good to kind of present a few facets of what people are doing and putting out there.
Absolutely. Your work is getting worldwide recognition. Last year at the ISSA Awards in Atlanta, Georgia, you won male ISSA Male Songwriter of the Year. Congratulations.
I did, and I appreciate that, and it was a total shock. Seriously, they said, hey, let's put, or they put it out there a good bit earlier that, hey, make sure and get your acceptance speeches together and all that. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Okay. I'm not worried about that because that was my first year at the ISSAs, and I'm like, I'm not winning. I'm going over here to have a good time, So then, of course, my wonderful wife, though, the whole time was steady telling me, you've got it, you're going to win. I'm not going to win, baby, which she's always going to be in my corner. That's what a good wife does,
That's right.
And so I'm not going to win. It's my first year, and I'll be darned if they didn't call my name. So, hey.
Well, now that's awesome. I met Tammany, I was telling you off the air, back in 2018 before she started the ISSA Awards. I think it was the following year she started it, and she's got it going on. And what she does for the independent artists is pretty cool too, because it showcases a lot of talent, but it brings a lot of talent together. And I love meeting you guys too. And in fact, I've been here lately getting folks coming to Branson that we've been hooking up and meeting for breakfast, lunch, whatever, and taking some pictures to put on our social media and that kind of stuff. But doing those red carpet events isn't a bad deal. You get to dress up a little bit and actually meet these other folks that are that you can meet and collaborate with, and maybe do some cool stuff together with.
Yeah, for sure. And Tammany, she is, I've told you off there that I've used the word visionary to describe her, but she really is. I mean, if it weren't for her, that organization wouldn't exist, and it's really a fantastic organization for indie artists. I recommend any indie artists out there listening, go right now and go sign up for the International Singer-Songwriters Association. Tammany Dove, CEO and founder of this woman we're speaking of, and you can get so much from that organization just completely for free, and that's not many organizations do all these things and give you all these various opportunities for completely for free. I mean, they sell merch and things like that, but that's totally up to you. You don't have to buy any merch if you don't want to, and it's just a great organization, and I appreciate those people, tremendously.
We do something similar because the reason I've kept KICR Indie Country Radio as a radio station is because I want to help other people. So I have other people that send me their shows, and I put them on the syndicated radio tab, so you can go click on those and listen to their weekly shows, because I love other stations that support these indie artists like you and want to play their stuff as well. But what Tammany does is she's got the addresses or email addresses of a lot of radio stations around the country that I don't even know. So if you want to click on Missouri or Montana, it doesn't matter. She's got some of them on there, and it's a pretty cool list. So if you're looking for radio airplay, that's not a bad place to click on.
That's right. Tons of resources to send your tracks in for radio play, and also they have lists of like the people that like to gig, even in the smallest venues around. They've got all these. They've got a page just dedicated to all these venues that you can just go look in your area or whatever area you're going to be in, of venues that other indie artists have played in many times, and so they know, okay, here's your spots you can go and maybe play some of your songs. So they do all kinds of things there. They are awesome, and you do meet a lot of awesome, talented artists. Some artists get together, write songs together, wind up, cultivating all types of relationships between the artists. But mainly we're trying to, prop one another up and help one another, and that's wonderful in itself,
Absolutely. I love hearing and seeing all of that, and everybody that comes into my TikTok lives or Facebook or anything like that, they're always supporting the other artists, and I love seeing that. Now, let me ask you this too, Jason. You said you wasn't really sure how you got into country music or where that love for that came from, but where did your musical talent come from other than God? Were you raised in a musical family? Do you have any brothers and sisters that do anything music-wise or have that talent or what?
Oh, well, I had, there were a few of the relatives down the line that, like one of my daddy's brother played guitar and kind of went out to little local dives or something at one point for a little bit, I think. And I heard stories of a few folks here and there, but I do have one, almost iconic entertainer, singer that is very close to me and my family. That would be my aunt, which is Brenda Lee.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, my mama's sister is Brenda Lee. Now, my mama she passed away in 2010.
Uh-huh.
Aunt Brenda's still alive and well, She's somewhere around 80 now.
Okay. Yep. I
don't wanna get her age wrong. I think it's about 80.
You're exactly right. I think she'll be 79 this year, actually, because I saw it last year. I play her every year on my Christmas shows, and I've got a Christmas channel plays around the clock. Brenda Lee's videos all on there. All I Want for Christmas Is You, man. She made it big with that Christmas song, didn't she?
Oh, well, especially the Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Yeah, Rocking Around. That's it. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So it was, it was like any family member as far as like we would visit. Sometimes she would visit us. I'm talking about when I was a young kid and here and there, but it was never. She was really just kind of down to earth, just your aunt and just visiting and stuff. It wasn't ever really about the music and all that with that. But now I went and saw her perform here and there at she played Disney World for a while, went down there with the family, and then she played like the Opryland Hotel. She had a show there for a few years or something, I think it was, And those are a few of the times I remember going and seeing her and going backstage and visiting and things. But
isn't that cool?
Yeah, she did it all, So
I believe the first time that she recorded "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree" was when she was 13.
Yeah, which that is really extraordinary. It's unbelievable when you hear, her voice. Period, for her age. I mean, she was basically a prodigy as a vocalist. That's what she was,
and I'm getting a lot of that now. I've had several 10-year-olds on this program and as old as 86, and I told you who the 86-year-old man was off the air. I've interviewed William Lee Golden twice. He'll be 86 this year from the Oak Ridge Boys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who he is, but you don't, it's hard to kind of, gauge the ages and then I'm getting older, and you're looking at people like, what? How are they? 80 something. Well, it's because you're 50 something.
Right.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, the music still resonates with people, doesn't it? You can recall a happy time in your life, a sad time, whatever it was, and those songs bring back so many great memories, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They really do. I mean, you were talking about the Oak Ridge Boys a while ago, and people standing up singing Elvira at the end of the show or whatever.
Right.
And that just takes you back, those songs.
Well, and me and you are of an age where we used to go to the record stores like Sam Goody or whatever, and thumb through those albums and pick those out. And I'm over here on my trophy case in my studio. I've got several sitting right to the right of me. And now that's making a comeback, and I sure love seeing that, don't you?
Oh yeah, no doubt. That was the way we did it back in the day, as they say. So we always went in the record stores, and that was just a thing that you did. But it's good to see them coming back more and more.
Let's talk about your first song we're going to play tonight. It is called Heartfelt. This has been a great heartfelt interview, but you write some heartfelt lyrics too. Tell us about this one.
This song is heartfelt's just more or less a love letter to my wife, and it's purely autobiographical, which you know how it is with songwriters. Some things you write may not be. I do write a lot of things that at least encompass some of my life experience, even though it may not be purely autobiographical. But this song it's all about our relationship and how we started, what we've been through in a way, and kind of where it's ending, which is on a great note still, and everything's wonderful. And so
Nice.
I wrote this for her and for our relationship. So that's the story behind the Heartfelt.
Awesome. I'm going to put you on the spot here. How long you guys been married?
Oh, I've got it. We'll be married 7 years next month.
Awesome.
So we're right at 7 years. Yeah. So, it's been great. We are definitely are going to be together. The way I normally put it is, they'll be throwing dirt on me when I'm done with her. So that's the only way I'm going to
that's
be.
it, huh?
This is going to end. That's
Awesome.
it.
Now, how did you guys meet? Was it because of music, or did you meet her out doing your job, or how did you guys meet? Maybe at a concert?
No, we actually met on both of us had kind of jumped on the dating site Match.com, and so we actually met on that, believe it or not. Yeah,
I do believe it. Me and my wife met on Plenty of Fish, the one I was just...
did you really?
Yeah, she's from Boaz, Alabama. I was telling you, lived in there in 1979, and we met on Plenty of Fish, and never in a million years would I have thought that would work. So that is awesome.
Right, yeah. I mean, but, people are people, and it's like, you get older, and you're not really going out anymore. All those days are kind of gone. It's kind of the same thing for a lot of people that are, let's say 40 and over, especially.
Right.
And that's kind of, how it was. We just exchanged a couple messages. Next thing you know, we met for, dinner somewhere.
That's how it was with us, exactly.
Been together ever since.
The dates that we remember is like getting a Little Caesars pizza and a $5 bottle of wine and going to this pond and watching the ducks at this park swim across the pond and throw pizza crumbs at them and stuff like that.
Right.
That's the cool stuff. And you have somebody, you've already mentioned it, that supports you in your musical journey, and I have that in the radio journey with my wife, and there's nothing better, is there?
No, there's nothing better, and she's my biggest fan. She'll tell you and tell me and tell everybody that listen to her,
Yeah.
And she really is, and she's supported me all the way, and she's right there by my side, and I can't ask for more, and so I think she was happy with the this song heartfelt too. And
I guarantee you. Man, I'll tell you what, we're going to play your song and her song, and then we're going to come back and talk about another song called Mr. Lonesome, which probably isn't you anymore since you met her, but his name is Jason Cole. This is called Heartfelt on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
You stopped the rain in my mind. I'd hope for some kind of sign and walk the dream I had dreamed. That moment, this heart reset did not take long, I confess. Safely inside your caress till everything seemed to rhyme. I finally found you after searching so long. Heartfelt, you make my pulse melt. It's like your end will. We belong always together. No need to guess. You pass the soul test. This love is heartfelt, and we'll always stay together if it's heartfelt. Rewind to 21-9, we're having such a good time. We had just gotten started, living this life we prayed for. First year together was fine, now we're in 22-5. That flame still brightly burning. We found each other after searching so long. Heartfelt, you make my pulse melt. It's like your end will. We belong always together. No need to guess. You pass the soul test. This love is heartfelt, and we'll always stay together if it's heartfelt. Oh, heartfelt. Something comes from above when you're broken hearted. Thought we were all out of love. That's when heaven started. Heartfelt, you make my pulse melt. It's like your end will. We belong always together. No need to guess. You pass the soul test. This love is heartfelt, and we'll always stay together if it's heartfelt. Oh, heartfelt. Our love is heartfelt.
His name is Jason Cole. That is called Heartfelt. You just heard the story behind it and a song basically for his wife. But I'll tell you what, the whole world is loving that one right now. We're putting it out to all these other radio stations, and I've been playing that one for quite a bit. It's one of my favorites, man. Good job.
Hey, I appreciate that. I really do, because it's, you know, we were talking about different kind of styles you kind of venture into and all like that. That song, I say that it's somewhere out of the realm, the way I feel about about that song lyrically. I feel like it comes out of some Lionel Richie realm somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like in that kind of, it's kind of emotional. It's about this relationship, and it's all about that. It's not like all these details of this or that or the other thing. It's like, you know, just kind of me and you and our relationship and our love for one another, you know.
Yeah.
So,
have you ever heard the story of how he wrote Lady with Kenny Rogers that Kenny Rogers took and made famous?
I did. I have. I've seen, I think, both of those guys talking about it. That's one of the greatest songs ever, really. I mean, just period. But, I mean, for a ballad, I think Lionel Richie is probably the top ballad man ever, just about. I mean, it's hard to say, but I'd about rank him number one.
I think so. You know, I ask these artists all the time, like I ask you, you know, what your writing style is, lyric based or music or whatever. Do you wake up at 3 a.m. with the song idea? Well, Lionel Richie wrote Lady while he was in the restroom, believe it or not.
Yeah. I mean, but guys like him that were so prolific for so long, like with the Commodores, and then Solo. I mean, the guy was just churning out just great song after great song after great album after, you know, it was just everything he did was just magic for a long time there.
Yep, and now he's evaluating this other talent, similar to what I do. It lands in my email, but he's a coach or a judge on American Idol and has been for a number of years now. So he gets to hear a lot of this great music too, you know, before it hits radio, and these future stars like I've been able to interview, and you're one of them, my friend. You got a great future in country music, so you choose to really get in there and keep going, and I hope you do, because your music is fantastic.
Well, I appreciate the kind words, and you know, whatever's gonna be, you know, God's gonna be in control, and we're just gonna go wherever that goes.
Absolutely. Your next song is called "Mr. Lonesome," and then the Yellow Circle of Light will kick off the top of the next hour. Tell us about these two.
All right, Mr. Lonesome is gonna be. We talked about, you know, your life's experiences and all. Now, I did draw from some of my life's experience in these lyrics that I put together for Mr. Lonesome, but now it's not a purely autobiographical, but the song is more or less it's not, you know, happy in any way, shape, or form. The way it was kind of produced and the way we attacked it, I feel like it kind of hit that kind of stride where we wanted it to be, where it's not dull and dragging and oh man, this is so sad, but it's not it's not upbeat in any way. But I'm proud of the song. I feel like there's, you know, several lines in there that and I don't say that about all my songs, but several lines that I still stand back and look at and I say, well, I think I like that as it is. I couldn't have done any better on that. So I was happy with the song in the end.
Awesome. I love how you guys wrap it up, and I'm looking at 3 minutes and 33 seconds too, and tell those stories. That is a neat talent.
Yes, sir. And you asked me to talk about Yellow Circle of Light as well right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the Yellow Circle of Light is all about Hank Williams. Now, it's more specifically about his death and the aftermath somewhat, but the song was, I was actually listening to an audio book. I was talking earlier about where I draw inspiration from, and it wasn't an audio book about Hank Williams. It was about something else, but they alluded to Hank Williams and when he died and the day he died and all. So this is where I got the inspiration for this song, and so it just kind of goes at the kind of try to go at the core of what he was and what he meant to country music and all these things, which it's, you know, you start writing something like that and you're sort of like, well, I mean, hey, well, the first thing I thought was, well, at least nobody's ever written a song about Hank Williams before.
Yeah.
Now you're sitting there, I mean, seriously, you're like, well, this has been done so much because there have been so many songs written about it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, wow, I don't know, is this gonna do justice to the man and his legend and this and that, and you know, and I just felt like, yeah, in the end, it was enough to where, hey, I'm gonna take it to the studio, see how it goes, and then my producer Josh Bright, who I always name drop because he's a phenom, but you know, he brought a lot to the table on that production, and it was probably to date, that's the song when I step back listening to the production that I was able to embrace more than any of my other songs thus far. And I embraced it early on, meaning like usually you do a song in the studio for a couple of weeks or 3 or 4 weeks even for me. First, I don't want to hear myself. I'm going, that's no good. I'm terrible. You know what I'm saying? Which that's not uncommon. And then finally, after 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, you'll just kind of step back and listen to it as if it was somebody else singing, and you'll kind of start hearing all the stuff in the song rather than being kind of hypersensitive to what you did on it. But his production's just he knocked it out of the park. And the song is up for Song of the Year at the Josie's this year, and November 2nd we'll be there. So the Yellow Circle of Light is up for Song of the Year. Once again, God will sort all that out, so we'll see what happens.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations on all of that. And I'll tell you, there was a gentleman here, I met him in 2010, that did a tribute show to Hank Williams, and he was Hank Williams, man. He had the look, everything, the sound, the dress, all of it. Tim Hadler did it here for a number of years, and it's just amazing to me the impact that Hank Williams had in 29 years of life, young life. Isn't that something we're still talking about?
I always say that myself, it's unbelievable that he was so young in that, and just what he, what the mark he made is just still so strong today. It's just a testament to how, he was a lyrical genius. There's no two ways about that, but you kind of look at him and he's this kind of ragged little country boy from Alabama, and you're just like, where did all that come from? Well, it came from God, and he always went back to God. He wrote a lot of, he wrote some of the most famous, I Saw the Light is one of the most famous gospel songs ever, and I know people will say, well, when he wrote it, he wasn't writing it totally about that or whatever, but hey, it talks about, he praised the Lord and saw the light. So that's what matters in the song. But yeah, he just definitely, made a mark on the world that very few people ever do, particularly in music, and he's one of the few.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, you're one of those, because your music has resonated with me for a while, and I was sure looking forward to this interview. I'm glad we got to do this tonight. Thanks for being on the show, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, Tim, and I feel the same way, and I hope we're able to maybe do another one in the future, or possibly meet up down the road somewhere at one of these get-togethers, award shows, Branson Opries. I don't know.
You got it. I'm looking forward to the next one already, and I'll be putting your number on my speed dial, man, and we will definitely keep in touch. And you come up with something new that you want to promote, be sure to hit me up, and we'll do this again. And congratulations on the nominations. I hope you win something at the Josie's and the ISSA Awards, and we'll be watching for that too.
I appreciate you, Tim, once again, and definitely reach out to me if I can help you in any way, and we'll cultivate this relationship. Sounds good to me.
You got it, my friend. Where can folks find Jason Cole if they want to reach out and find you on social media and check more of your music out?
JasonColeSongs.com. That's going to be the main, that'll be the main hub where you can find all of my links and whatnot to social media, the streaming sites, everything you need. Everything's there. So JasonColeSongs.com.
That's the one I've been looking at. You got a great bio, and you got some photos, some videos, and your music, of course. So and some other good stuff on there. So go check it out. JasonColeSings.com. Thank you for singing for us tonight. I appreciate it.
No, that'd be Jason Cole Songs.
Jason Cole Songs. I'm sorry. There you go.
No, that's fine. JasonColeSongs.com. And you can stream all of my released songs for free right on the homepage of my website. So
there you go. Man, I appreciate the time tonight. We're going to play Mr. Lonesome and then the Yellow Circle of Light to kick off the top of the next hour of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
They met one late summer and one great summer year. He was all she needed. She was all he feared. They meshed together quickly like corresponding colors. Soon she danced in his head at night. He stopped thinking of others. But fearing she would leave him, he turned and he fled. Then thinking she might grieve him, he turned back instead. Too late, Mr. Lonesome, she dances for some other. Her satin skin and sunshine grin you'll never more discover. Like clever wind her love swirled in and softly blew your cover. Too late, Mr. Lonesome, you may never find another. That feeling when you're leaving left him way down in the pits. His direction sense was broken, his outlook an abyss. He missed her so completely and prayed to be released, especially every morning when waking to no peace. His lonely days last longer as he gropes to find their end. He hopes to someday reach her and take her hand again. Too late, Mr. Lonesome, she dances for some other. Her satin skin and sunshine grin you'll never more discover. Like clever wind her love swirled in and softly blew your cover. Too late, Mr. Lonesome, you may never find another. He'll just go for the gusto. Call and ask her how she's been. You'd think even a blind man could reason that she'd never again see him. Too late, Mr. Lonesome, she dances for some other. Her satin skin and sunshine grin you'll never more discover. Like clever wind her love swirled in and softly blew your cover. Too late, Mr. Lonesome, you may never find another. Too late, Mr. Lonesome. Too late, Mr. Lonesome. You may never find another.
Of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Ash to ash and dust to dust. Is death the wage of wanderlust? Your mournful cries and plaintive wail were not enough to tip the scales. Lovesick demons having fled, they left your heart and filled your head. Out poured the lines that had them sussed. No matter how they fought and fussed, there's a yellow circle of light where you once stood, laying bare on solid wood. Bet you'd go back if you could. Right more wrongs than you should. They better nail your coffin tight. You've never gone down without a fight. Once having wrestled through the darkest night, you praised the Lord and saw the light. Wielding the words that rent the veil, you forged country music's holy grail. Oh, chalice of shame and rich and rod. A man can drink, but a boy best not. Forever late for one more show. The robins have died, the whippoorwills flown. Lost in this world, you settled the score. Their last living, breathing troubadour. There's a yellow circle of light where you once stood, laying bare on solid wood. Bet you'd go back if you could. Right more wrongs than you should. They better nail your coffin tight. You've never gone down without a fight. Once having wrestled through the darkest night, you praised the Lord and saw the light. Rambling man, where'd you go? Dressed all in white from head to toe. One last trip down a lonesome road into Luke the drifter's dream. Into Luke the drifter's dream. Into Luke the drifter's dream abode. There's a yellow circle of light where you once stood.
His name is Jason Cole from Boaz, Alabama. Special guest tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. He is in my TikTok now, ladies and gentlemen, live over here at Tim Kelly on Air. Jason Cole Songs is where you can find him on TikTok as well, and his website, like we mentioned in the interview, and he is fantastic. Man, thanks for doing a great radio interview tonight. Folks were loving it, and they're loving your music, and now you get to connect with all of them on social media, and that's what it's all about, man. I love to see artists supporting other artists. That is a beautiful thing. This next hour is going to be a beautiful thing as well. Welcome to hour number 3 of the show. KICRIndieCountryRadio.com is the website. I am live on it right now. Scroll down just a little bit. You'll see the face for radio on my YouTube channel. I posted that on Facebook and also on the website. So there's a YouTube player going on over there. KICR Indie Country Radio at YouTube and on TikTok at Tim Kelly on Air. We've got more great country music on the way. This next gentleman is Kirk Menard and his single Cry to Me, the first one I've ever heard from him, and we're going to play 3 for him tonight. Kirk Menard, Cry to Me on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
You don't have to fake a smile tonight. I see the truth in your quiet eyes. holding back what you need to show. But if you're breaking, just let it go. You don't owe me, pretty, don't hold your breath. I've cried those same tears you ain't shed yet. Cry to me, let your sorrow speak. Let it pour like rain down a dusty street. You ain't weak for feeling, girl, that's how we heal. Let the silence break, let your heart be real. You don't have to hide what the world can't see. Baby, cry to me. I ain't trying to fix what he tore apart. Just offer a shoulder and an open heart. We ain't lovers, we ain't pretend, but I can be the place where the hurt can end. No judgment here, no shame or pride. Just sit by the fire and let your soul slide. Cry to me, don't hold it in. Let it shake the walls like a southern wind. There's grace in breaking, strength in falling. So come undone, girl, I hear you calling. I don't need a reason, just honesty. So go on, cry to me. If you need to scream, if you need to pray, if you want to cuss his name every way, I got time, I got space, and I got arms that don't walk away. Cry to me, yeah, let it roll from the deepest ache in your wounded soul. You ain't gotta dance, you ain't gotta run, you just gotta feel, that's how it's done. It's more than a moment, it's more than release, it's human, it's healing. So cry to me. Yeah, baby. Cry to me. Cry to me. Cry to me.
Song number 2.
Yeah, crank it up. It's getting hot down here. Bikini tops and cut-off jeans, blondes, brunettes, and red-hot dreams. Smiles that shine like a silver screen, hanging off the bed of a Chevy machine. Pull through town, grab gasoline, tailgate down, we're living free. 12-pack chilling in the backseat, coastline calling, yeah, that's all we need. Southern heat where the wild girls play, barefoot dancing in the break of day. Tan lines peeking through worn out tees, sunburned kiss, a salt air breeze. Southern heat, no rules, just fire, hearts burning up with wild desire. This ain't just fun, it's gasoline, so light it up and let it scream. Southern heat. Dark shades hide the Friday nights, poolside flirting and cannonball fights, sunset sipping on strawberry wine. One more verse and the stars align. Cranking Skinner on the dash again. Somebody's laughing in the deep end. Girls like that, they don't stay tame. And I ain't trying to change a thing. Southern heat, where the wild girls play, barefoot dancing in the break of day. Tan lines peeking through worn out tees, sunburned kisses, salt air breeze. Southern heat, no rules, just fire. Hearts burning up with wild desire. This ain't just fun, it's gasoline. So light it up and let it scream. Southern heat. Midnight dips, moonlight beams, tires spinning in a summer dream. From back road dust to beachfront bars, we're chasing thrills and shooting stars. Southern heat, wild and loud, backseat love and a rebel crowd. Flip-flops flying, bonfire glow, living it fast, taking it slow. Southern heat ain't nothing sweet, just red hot nights and dancing feet. This ain't your mama's summer scene, it's down and dirty Southern heat. Yeah, we don't do come and we don't do need. We just live, love, and burn, and that's Southern heat.
Once again, his name is Kirk Menard. That is a great tune called Southern Heat. Man, that's a great summertime song, and it is still officially summer. I know we just celebrated Labor Day weekend, the unofficial start of fall, but we're still in the summertime season, and boy, I sure hate to see these summertime songs go away, but they are fantastic. Summer Heat, Kirk Menard, and another great tune before that called Cry to Me. The third song in the triple play is also a great summertime song from Kirk Menard. It is called Summer Looks Good on You on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Pulling up in a jacked up Chevy, flip-flops banging on the floorboard steady. Cooler in the back with a six-pack grin. Got Hank cranking through a busted speaker again. Blonde hair blowing in the shotgun seat. Tank top tied, cut-offs barely meet. She laughs like freedom, looks like sin, and I'm already falling for the night begins. Summer looks good on you, like tan lines and tattoos. That backseat kiss in the midnight heat, with the moon hanging low and your bare feet on me. Fireworks in the sky lighting up your eyes like a 4th of July tattoo. Girl, I swear, summer looks good on you. There's brunettes dancing by the bonfire light, splashing in the pool, screaming, hold me tight. Country store run for a bag of ice. She leans in close, man, this feels right. There's laughter spilling through the southern breeze. Back roads humming under maple trees, and in the rear view that bikini tops hanging on a branch where the night won't stop. It looks good on you, like tan lines and tattoos. The backseat kiss in the midnight heat, with the moon hanging low and your bare feet on me. Fireworks in the sky lighting up your eyes like a 4th of July tattoo. Girl, I swear, summer looks good on you. That breeze, that beer, that southern moon, your lips say stay, and I sure do. This night won't last, but you feel like June in every red hot barefoot groove. Summer looks good on you in every wild thing we do. From the bar to the beach, in the back of my ride, with your hair down low and your kiss on fire. The stars are out and I've got proof, no doubt, girl. Summer looks good on you.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it. Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like
the music.
I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now, this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Way down deep, there's a secret that I keep for me. And just one more. Lips sealed amongst the word. This town hums like a hummingbird. Everybody peeping in everybody else's door. Your woman doesn't know there's a flame raging right under her nose. In a cage of wild desire is a tawdry secret, and that secret burns, burns day and night. Gotta lay low, keep it out of sight. Burns, burns night and day, trying hard not to give us away. Burns, 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 burns. You got yours and I got mine. That's a long way from satisfied. Some nights I just lay there in the dark, with him sleeping next to me, dreaming of the woman I'm supposed to be. Waking up next to nothing but a faithless heart. No, no, no. He will never know that this flame raging right beneath his nose. In a cage of wild desire is a guilty secret, and our secret burns, burns day and night. Gotta lay low, keep it out of sight. Burns, burns night and day, trying hard not to give us away. Burns, 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 our secret fire. I love you, you're so dang hot. Let's put a blowtorch to everything we got. One night, just me and you, doing everything that we wanna do. Tell anybody we wanna tell, let 'em all go straight to hell. That ain't gonna be, no, no, that ain't never gonna be. Could it ever be? Way down deep, there's a secret that I keep for me. Just one more. Am I wrong or just plain crazy? This should have been such a perfect night, but here we are fighting World War III. If it's love, why's it gotta be so hard? Why we gotta tear it apart? Can't we just enjoy the ride? We'll survive if it's love. so hard? Why we gotta tear it apart? Can't we just enjoy the ride? We'll survive if it's love. What are we so afraid of? Oh, baby, let the truth set us free. If it's love, why's it gotta be so hard? Why we gotta tear it apart? Can't we just enjoy the ride? We'll survive if it's love. We're allowed to make mistakes. It's all about give and take. Can't we take each other's hand and understand if it's love? If it's love, baby, now if it's love, yeah.
Her name is Kimberly Gold. Kimberly has an E on the end of it, makes her unique in the world of country music, and her voice is unique as well. I love it. Kimberly Gold all over social media, and we just booked an interview today that is going to air in January of 2026. So you got to wait a little bit to hear the interview, but you don't have to wait to hear her great music. We're going to be playing it until the interview, that is for sure. She is fantastic. If It's Love, and a great tune called Our Secret Fire. The third one in the triple play. Oh, and by the way, you got to check out the full live interview schedule, the upcoming interviews on the bottom of the homepage of my website, KICR-IndieCountryRadio.com. Now, the third one in the triple play for Kimberly Gold is called What Am I Going to Do About You? Let's see what it is on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
You and I are the best of friends. We know each other inside out. Never need to pretend. We can laugh or cry. That's what we're about. But lately something's going on. What's come over you and me? Yeah. Doesn't matter how we fight.
party till we drop.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up.
Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Crank up the AC, because things are heating up.
No, seriously, turn up the AC or the shirt's coming off. You don't want to see this dad bod.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Every single summer, I wonder if you think about me.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's
That
best.
sunset slips between the space of the prison bar. Looking back on my life, I wonder how I slipped this far. Had some fun running guns down the border till some orderlies brought me down. Now my life stands in the hands of a judge in a God-forsaken town. Won't you save me from the tree and the noose that hangs below? If the sun don't shine and now that's fine, but tonight I'm ready to go. Would you please send me them keys? And now you got to know that tonight I'm getting out of this cell in the hell out of Mexico. Another runner turned on me, and he turned the judge as well. They condemned my neck to the tree and my soul hang in hell. In comes a man with a collar and a plan, and he says he can save my soul. And I'll be damned if he doesn't look just like a kid I knew back home. Won't you save me from the tree and the noose that hangs below? If the sun don't shine and now that's fine, but tonight I am ready to go. Would you please send me them keys? And now you got to know that tonight I'm getting out of this cell in the hell out of Mexico. His face in his hands, he cries for me and says he can't forsake his vow. They bring me to the dead man's tree and it's all but over now. And as they slip a rope around my throat, I hear shots and the guards all roar. But off in the distance, an outlaw priest, 2 horses and a smoking gun. Won't you save me from the tree and the noose that hangs below? If the sun don't shine and it's fine, but tonight I'm ready to go. Would you please send me them keys? And now you got to know that tonight I'm getting out of this cell in the hell out of Mexico. All my bridges are burned, got nowhere left to turn. And now my story's told. I go back to what I know. Getting out of this cell in the hell out of Mexico. Tonight I'm getting out of this cell, the hell out of Mexico.
Song number 2.
Take those pictures of the day we first met, hiking up in the mountains, first kiss at sunset, holding hands with a preacher, honeymoon on the beach, back up all of those pictures and put them all out of reach. The long road we shared has come to an end. The dollar's thrown, it's time to call a fight. The memories of pain and guilt remind me of the wrong. This box reminds me of the right. Let's try to make it easy. Neither of us wanted it this way. There's two sides to every story, and neither side wants to stay. But the picture in the moment when we used to be in love, when we're done digging up roses, we'll have the box to rise above. Yes, we will. The long road we shared has come to an end. The dollar's thrown, it's time to call a fight. The memories of pain and guilt remind me of the wrong. This box reminds me of the right. In time, heartache will heal. In time, numbness will feel. In time, realize what was lost by going through the pictures in the box. Has come to an end. The dollar's thrown, it's time to call a fight. The memories of pain and guilt remind me of the wrong. This box reminds me of the right. In time, heartache will heal. In time, numbness will feel. In time, realize what was lost by going through the pictures in the box. By going through the pictures in the box. By going through the pictures in the box. Let's try to make it easy.
That song is called Pictures, and before that, another great song called Two Horses. The Thomas James Band is who that is, making their radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. I was doing exactly that second song in Pictures. I was going through some pictures the other day, and I had hair used to back in the day. I don't know what happened. I guess age took over, but absolutely love those two songs, and we're going to love the third as well. Never Let You Go, the third song in the Triple Play for the Thomas James Band on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Stay home tonight. You know the reason. You know it's treason if I'm right. Turn down the light. Try to make the best of it. Even we both know it ain't right. You tremble in soul. I'll never let you go. By now I thought that you should know. Never let you go. Now come back to bed. Problem with your problems, love. it just in your head. Turn down the lights. Try to make the best of it. Ain't it we both know it ain't right? Right, I'm trembling so. I'll never let you go under my skin. Since the day I let you in, deep in my heart, I know we'll never be apart. By now I thought that you should know I'll never let you go. I draw the line every time, and I swear this time I might just let you go. No, if you leave, please believe that we might be in one lover's bind. So I'll take my time. I'll take my time. Oh, I'll take my time. Oh, I'll take my time. Trembling so. I'll never let you go under my skin. Since the day I let you in, deep in my heart, no, we'll never be apart. But now I thought that you should know I'll never let you go.
You are listening to The Tim Kelly Show, Triple Play Thursday, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio.
That man in the mirror staring back at me ain't the man I used to see. I've been walking the line a long time. I need a change. Breaking my back, working double shifts. The weight of the world's getting hard to lift. I'm starting to think I need to break a link in this chain. Something's got to give. This ain't no way to live. Put me on a highway, an interstate, a dirt road, to any place. As long as I'm long gone, chasing down some blue skies in my old truck. Tune the world out, turn the radio up, and sing along to this freedom song. Well, I got a good woman and she understands. Every now and then, her old man needs some downtime to clear his mind and unplug. This time tomorrow you won't see my face. There'll be one last rat running in this race. I'll be soothing my soul with a fishing pole. That's what I love. So put me on a highway, the interstate, a dirt road, to any place. As long as I'm long gone, chasing down some blue skies in my old truck. Tune the world out, turn the radio up, and sing along to this freedom song.
dancer too. Oh, to have to wear my shoes. Mama needs a break, baby's got the flu. Trying to stretch a paycheck just to make do. Gotta pay the rent, forget about the cable. It's hard enough keeping bread on the table. Most of our friends in the same boat, hanging by a thread, need a little more rope. Go to church on Sunday just to see the light. Heaven knows I tried. Thank the Lord for getting me through one more day, keeping the wolves away. I gotta keep bread on the table, gas in the car, every now and then a little whiskey in the jar. Gonna keep on working as long as I'm able, doing what I can to keep bread on the table. Motors on the line, the washer needs fixing, trying to squeeze in a little hugging and a kiss. One on the way, one in the cradle, ain't much sleeping, keeping bread on the table. Bread on the table, gas in the car, every now and then a little whiskey in the jar. Gonna keep on working as long as I'm able, doing what I can to keep bread on the table.
He is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. Ken Wilber is who that artist is. Ken Wilber Country. If you want to follow his Facebook page, that is called Bread on the Table. Man, that's an upbeat song. I love it. And Freedom Song before that, Ken Wilber Country. If I Was a House, that is the title of the third song in the Triple Play for Ken Wilber on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
If I was a house, I'd be a double wide with an old pickup truck parked right outside, and I'd fly the red, white, and blue way up high. If I was a house, I'd be a double wide. If I was a road, I'd be red clay dirt, carving through the cornfields cut from Mother Earth. And I'd hold the tractors on my shoulders on their way to work. If I was a road, I'd be red clay dirt. Pure and simple, that's the way I'd be. Just like it was handed down to me. If I was a river, I'd run 1,000 miles. I'd roll past cities, towns, and countrysides, and I'd carry coal and steel down that great divide. If I was a river, I'd run 1,000 miles. Pure and simple, that's the way I'd be. Just like it was handed down to me. If I was a country, I'd be the USA, where there's a statue in the harbor lighting up the way. And I'd open up my arms and be damn proud to say, if I was a country, I'd be the USA. House, I'd be a double wide with a red clay dirt road passing by, with a mighty flowing river rolling on its way, underneath the stars in the USA.
is Beverly Brown Sims, and you're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
There's a girl to my left headed home with a hunch, gonna try to catch them both in the act. There's a kid on my right, gonna see her daddy tonight with a pawn shop diamond on the dash. There's a blinker that's been on for the last 3 miles, bet they got that radio turned up. So many different faces, headed different places, in a long line of cars and trucks. We're coming, we're going, we're just passing through. We're living in the windshield and in the rear view. We're spinning our wheels, trying not to get stuck in a long line of cars and trucks. Cars and trucks. Burning Man, Bonnaroo, deadheads headed to the next show in a dust-covered van. There's a mom behind me with one in the booster seat. Man, I swear they grow up so fast. We're all on the go and we all think we know where we're headed and where we'll wind up. Yeah, we're running out of time watching life go by in a long line of cars and trucks. We're coming, we're going, we're just passing through. We're living in the windshield and in the rear view. We're spinning our wheels, trying not to get stuck in a long line of cars and trucks. We're all living a million miles a minute, yeah, we're all in our own little lane. Yeah, we might all be a little bit different, but we're all kind of still the same. We're coming, we're going, we're just passing through. We're living in the windshield and in the rear view. We're spinning our wheels, trying not to get stuck in a long line of cars and trucks. We're coming, we're going, we're just passing through. We're living in the windshield and in the rear view. We're spinning our wheels, trying not to get stuck in a long line of cars and trucks. Spinning our wheels, trying not to get stuck in a long line of cars and trucks. Cars and trucks.
Song number 2.
One less bar in this town I go drinking. One less beach to watch that red sun sinking. One less number in my phone. One less way to get back home. One less church to go to pray. If less is more is what they say, then I got one more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights. One more tell myself it's gonna be okay. One more man, what could have been. One more, why this had to end. One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl. One less favorite song that I'll be playing. One less I love you that I'll be saying. One less pair of blue-green eyes. One less car parked in my drive. One less
let's dance out in the rain. If less is more is what they say, then I got one more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights. One more, tell myself it's gonna be okay. One more, man, what could have been? One more, why this have to end? One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl that I still want, that I still need, that I can't stop thinking about. That took my breath, took my heart, can't live without. One more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights. One more, tell myself it's gonna be okay, okay. One more, man, what could have been? One more, why this had to end? One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl. One less girl.
His name is J.D. Shelburne. That is called One Less Girl. And before that, another great tune called Cars and Trucks. He's the gentleman that always ends my show. We'll have See You on the Radio here in just a little bit. I want to thank my special guests, though, tonight, Kaylin McGee and Jason Cole, for being on the program. Join me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time. We call it New Music Friday. I'll be playing the best in new country music for 3 hours starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. My special guest tomorrow night will be Wes Ryan and a great country music duo called Roses and Weeds. You don't want to miss those stories behind the songs. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up.
make you smile, make you cry. Turn back the pages of